I mean, how do I describe it? It's
bold,
A light,
black,
unapologetically black.
Very funny, amusing,
caring,
You give great advice from a different perspective. Passionate,
free.
vulnerable,
a creative,
sexy.
My girl is lit as fuck.
Always ready to twerk a little something.
genuine, very genuine,
resilient.
like sixth sense, otherworldly. If you know, you know.
It's so vibrant, baby. Hello, everyone, and welcome to So Vibrant, the place where music, history, and culture collide. I am your cultural storyteller and award-winning host, Lady AC. So at the time of this podcast airing, it is officially 5 days until Christmas, but I don't know about y'all, but has it seemed like the energy around the holidays is a little off? And side note, at the time of this recording, it is raining. So if you hear a little rain and thunder or any kind of noise in the background, that's what's going on. For instance, with the weather, all that kind of tracks that a lot of people, from what I've been seeing on social media, or even in just conversations, haven't really been in the holiday spirit or trying to celebrate that energy or have those celebrations in a way. And I am fully aware a lot of that is due to the impact of what's going on around us. I mean, of course, with this economy and how the job market has been and so many people being fired or laid off, but yet the cost of living is going up so much, even to the international things going on through all these different genocides that are still happening, and the residual effects of that. Marginalized communities having to deal with political violence, literal violence, just trying to exist within themselves. So I greatly understand how all of that impacts, but I think another level of that isn't talked about is the personal things that are going on, the interpersonal things that we have been experiencing. And it just seems like so much is trying to make us just lose our spirit in a way, lose our fight for joy, lose our will for hope, and just seeing brighter, better days. I was starting to succumb to just feeling like, I don't know, am I gonna give this energy? Am I gonna be in the holiday spirit, quote unquote, and all that? And then I had to check myself. I had to stop. I'm like, wait, where is this coming from? Is this how I genuinely feel? Or is this being projected onto me? It was projection. And I knew from then that I can't let that happen. And instantly, the rebellious spirit that's in me started to fire up. It was like, no, No, we're going to reclaim our joy. We're going to embrace this holiday season, regardless of how the weather want to act, regardless of all the evils of the world that tries to snatch it away from us. Because an underrated aspect of fighting back against the system, especially when we talk about the realms of revolution and bringing change that we want to see in the world, one of those lanes is by accepting and chasing and uplifting joy. Such a simple way of just finding the good in the world, the good around you, the good within yourself, and embracing that and creating the magic that you want to happen. That action is so powerful. So that's what I want to use today's episode to do, is to talk about that and to bring awareness to that and do my part with using my platform to bring that joy. So the best way I do it is, of course, through my musical breaks. So all the music I play on today's show is going to get you in the holiday spirit, okay? So these are a couple of my favorite songs that I came across within the year that I couldn't wait to play for this season. So hope you enjoy them, and I'll be right back.
Holding hands in the winter snow falling. Hear the bells ring, the music is calling. Making snow angels here in the twilight. Baby, this is our night. We'll be in the winter wonderland. We'll be walking in the winter wonderland. Like a sleigh downhill, we are gliding. And I just can't get my feel of your smiling. Coming home, see the smoke from the chimney. I'm so glad you're with me, baby. Walking, yeah. In the winter wonderland, we'll be walking in the winter wonderland. Yeah. Come to the fire, sit by the tree, sipping on chocolate, how it used to be. Like an old Christmas we used to know. I can't stop feeling the glow. Opening gifts and family and friends. I wanna do it again and again. I'm just so happy you're here today. Baby, let's go out and play. Come hold my hand in Wonderland. Out in the snow, the winter glow. Just you and me, a fantasy, a Christmas light shining
And that was Little John Roberts featuring Frank McComb and James Day with Winter Wonderland, the Little John Steppers mix. The latest by them, actually. And love that nice little group right there. Of course, Frank McComb doing what he does. Little John, one of the best musically inclined producers ever out of Atlanta. Or that's where I met him, or first heard of his music when I was in Atlanta. So had to play that for the holiday season because I want to do my part in giving people their access or their permission really to find that joy, to get into the holiday spirit. Because I was having this conversation with a friend that it seems like, especially now or when we reach a certain point in our lives, that the holidays, that essence, that energy, that feeling that we had, especially when we were kids, tends to change. And a lot of people find themselves not really feeling the holidays, not really feeling that spirit or that excitement for the morning of or that is to come. And I think a lot of that is because a lot of that spirit was kind of performed for us, was kind of done for us and given to us. a lot of that energy was curated by our families, by your parents, by your aunts, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers, or whoever relative you were living with. Took that time, took that energy to decorate the house or get a tree or create the lights, or y'all bake cookies for Santa, or you did all those things. And if you didn't experience that, the next close person was your teachers. Our teachers making us do these different kind of Christmas crafts and creating the different artwork to get us ready, making us doing writing assignments like writing letters to Santa or writing our Christmas list of what we wish for, or maybe drawing our own, Christmas scene or anything like that. And so as we move into adulthood, that starts to fade. And a lot of people tend to wonder why. But that's because now that we are getting into adulthood and that we're now honestly starting to navigate and live our own lives, it is our responsibility to create that energy for ourselves. I think it is, I don't want to say easier, but it's more accessible to find that energy, especially if you have children of your own, because a lot of people want to recreate or create that energy for their children. So typically in that time, you'll get them excited for Santa, or you'll tell them, about preparing a house, or you buy the stockings, or you make them make their Christmas list. You'll take them to the things like that. But what about the people who don't necessarily engage with children in this time or don't have children at this time? How do you find that same sense of excitement and joy? You have to create it within yourself. You have to take the time to find the tree and decorate it, or find the lights to put on it, to decorate the house, to make the cookies, to watch the Christmas movies, to have the get-togethers, to maybe throw the parties yourselves or host people over for that. You have to put the energy into doing that. Especially during this time, there is a lot of grief because those individuals who maybe were those people who gave you that spark are no longer here. So it's like, how do you navigate life with that? How do you navigate trying to be joyous, trying to be happy, knowing that? Because I think one part of grief that we don't talk about is that what fuels it in those situations is a guilt. Almost like a survivor's guilt. A survivor's guilt. Because now you're here and they're not. And you're trying to learn how to live life without them. They were such a big part of who you were or what your life was about. So it's like now, of course, you can never feel that peace completely back. But it's like, how do you go on when they were so essential to your happiness? They were so essential to your joy. They were so essential to making you smile or to see the magic that Christmas or New Year's or any holiday that you celebrate or any gathering that you celebrate in this time. How did you get to that point, Because that pain is so heavy, is so real, that it's better to not even engage with it. It's better to not even acknowledge it. It's better to not even celebrate it. Make peace with the fact that it's okay to feel like you don't want to celebrate. It's okay to feel that joy of the holidays change. Like, don't resist that. Honor your feelings is basically the point I'm trying to make. That's the first way you can go back to the route of finding your joy, of finding your reason to celebrate. I think we resist the urge of feeling. And that's what genuinely makes us human. That's what genuinely keeps our heart open. That keeps the connection for us to be able to one day get back to that joy, get back to that happiness, get back to that hope. You have to keep that connection of feeling open. And by doing that is, for one, being honest with yourself about how you're feeling. So if you truly feel in this moment that because of the grief you carry, because of where you are in life, because of the things that are going on around you, that you don't feel quite like celebrating, be real about that. Be honest about that. However, don't feel like you're alone in that. And take advantage of the fact that there are people around you who can be there for you, that can show up, that can be that lifeline to lean on. Of course, within your own boundaries, within your own limits, set a time to, call, text, or if there are any kind of gatherings your family has, go to them. Be there. Be in the moment. Be present and embrace that. And when I say family, that includes not just your biological, but even your chosen family, your friends, your partners. Lean into those people. If you have any mentors, reach out to them, engage with them on that way. If you are close with your neighbors or you have built a community, lean into them. And let them lean into you. Let them pour into you. Because I'm going to be honest with you, that was definitely one of the biggest lessons I learned this season of my life, was allowing people to pour into me. Because I was so used to doing the reverse of, being the one to pour into so many people, to the point where it was uncomfortable to let people pour into me without feeling like I had to reciprocate it. But I had to learn that even just within my existence, I was worthy of having my own joy. I was worthy of having my own connection and receiving the love that I put out back, without feeling I had to perform, without feeling I had to succumb to different pressures that just come throughout life, or just an experience. That no, let it be there for you. Let people be there. Let people show up. Let people love you freely. So we all should make space for that. The next thing about that as well is to be mindful or aware of the fact of, in those feelings, are they genuinely your feelings, or are those being pushed or projected onto you? What I've realized as well, being transparent, is that there are a lot of people who have gotten very good at not dealing with their own emotions, not dealing with their own spaces, not dealing with their own situations. And the best way they have learned how to deal with it is by putting that on someone else. That's where we get into the conversation of energy vampires, or people latching on to you to get the good energy that you have, or they don't have that light within themselves, so they see it in you, so they want it for themselves, and so they'll take and they'll drain you and do all these different things as far as your energy goes. And during that kind of exchange, you will find yourself feeling weighed down. You will find yourself starting to feel off, starting to feel those negative ways. And so you have to get to a point where you have to notice that change within you. Like, wait, okay, I was just feeling ready, for the holiday. I was just feeling ready, to bake these cookies and watch these same movies with the same plot, even though I know how it's going to end, but I love it. Now, all of a sudden, why do I want to not do that? Go back, think about it. Were you around somebody who said something to you that threw you off? Were you engaged in a situation that threw off your energy? Were you on social media too much and you just started to doom scroll, basically being exposed to so many different negative things at one time? Did you mess around and unfortunately catch a news article or saw the news with something crazy that these folks in these offices are doing, and now it just threw you all off, threw you off balance to the point where now you're starting to question everything. Be very alert and very protective of your heart, of your mind, of your soul, by being aware when you come in contact with those kind of energies, of those kind of experiences. So that way it doesn't weigh you down. It doesn't latch on to you. It doesn't change your perspective and your deposition. Like, like I need to get wherever this is on off of me. Get off. Go on somewhere. Return back to sender. Like, and no, you probably wondering, so if that does happen, how do I deal with it? How do I move through it? How do I return back to sender, as I said? Well, since it is the season of giving, I think I want to give y'all a little spell, if you will, to help you move through those kind of situations. You know, I got to be a little spiritual every now and again. So this can either be done with your favorite beverage or some water. So you can do either one. Personally, I prefer your favorite hot drink. So teas, hot chocolate, coffee. If not, water will do just fine. As you make yourself a glass of this hot beverage, or if you don't want to do the hot beverage, you make your glass of water. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a glass, your cup. Use what you got. Anyway, as you're making this beverage, you're going to speak over it. But what you're going to speak over is the ways that you want to feel. You want to feel at ease. If you want to feel at peace. If you want to feel balanced. If you want to feel cheer. If you want to feel love. If you want to just not feel any of the things that were thrown onto you, you can say that too. I don't want to feel whatever this is. I don't want this on me. I want to feel the opposite of this. As you're making your drink or you're pouring yourself this glass, you're going to speak over it with those, setting that intention. You're going to say that with full earnesty, full honesty, full transparency. Before you drink it, you're going to step away from it. And you're going to acknowledge the feelings that have been put on to you. And just simply say, whatever this is that isn't of me, get on off me. Once again, whatever this is that isn't of me, get on off me. And you're going to brush your arms off like you're brushing something off. Brush it off. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to turn back to your glass, wherever you put your beverage in, and then you're going to drink it. Drink it fully. Drink the whole thing. Now, it doesn't have to be within a certain time limit. It doesn't have to be like within the next few seconds or throughout the day. Or if you want to do it throughout the day. But just make sure you drink the entire thing. And after you finish, take one deep breath and release. And then go on about your day. And watch and monitor your body too, to know how it's settled with you. Because I guarantee you'll start to feel, something shift. So that's just my gift to y'all, a little cleansing spell, if you will. And this spell can be used at any time, not just through the holidays, but it could be universal, okay? So just letting you know. But especially in this season, it can definitely help.
It's that time of year, I can't complain, long as you're here, baby. Drink peppermint tea, and lay right here next to me, darling, my dear. There's a warm fire Christmas song. Baby, it's that time of year. I want you near. Our Christmas song. Baby, it's that time of year. Here in my home, I'll play our Christmas song. Christmas song.
And that was Xavier Omar featuring Alex Isley with Peppermint Tea. I came across this song recently and just been playing it nonstop. It's officially added to the Christmas playlist. So I was like, oh, I have to put y'all on to this one. So love this song right here. But as I was stating, now you don't have to do it. It's all on your free will, but that's just my gift to y'all, because I personally know I don't want anybody, especially in this holiday season, especially in this time that we are living in, to ever feel weighed down, to ever feel like there is no hope, to ever feel and be consumed by the different ways in which people can project onto us, can move on to us, can speak over us, that doesn't align with where we need to go, how we should go. There already is too many things attacking us, or trying to attack us, trying to make us go crazy, trying to make us think there is no good around us, when the truth is that is the complete opposite. And we have the power to make it happen. Going back to our elders, our parents, members of the community who put so much effort into creating this spirit for us, we can do that for ourselves, and we still have the ability to do that for ourselves. And it doesn't take that much effort. Using the experience of, for instance, with teachers, do you know how much joy they were able to create with us through some construction paper and some crayons? Through some scissors and some glue? That don't take much. But yet that lit up our whole world. So imagine with us now, with us having a little bit more access to more resources. Or even if you don't have the resources, or whatever you have around you, that little bit can change and create access for us to reach something higher, something greater, or something that simply just appeases us in that moment. Because that's all it takes. So as we go forward into this holiday season, getting close to the end of the year, what I really want you to take away is that you are the source. You have the power to create the reality that you want to see and live in. And what really gets you there is the consistency to see it, and the imagination and hope to make it happen. So let's make it happen, y'all. Starting this holiday season. All right? Well, of course, if you want to connect with me on all social medias, which I try my best to be on at all times. On Facebook.com, it is Queen Lady AC. On Instagram and Threads, it is _I am Lady AC. On Substack, it is Lady AC. And on X or Twitter, it is I am Lady AC. So, happy holidays. Keep the faith. Keep your joy, find your love, and get all the rest of that up off you. All right, y'all. Bye.